perfect desert design lives in every hot desert in the world, from stony plains to arid mountains. They survive in every continent except Antarctica, from the sand dunes of the Sahara to the rocks and cacti of the Americas. And they've been doing it for a very long time. Scorpions. One of the most ancient creatures on Earth. They've existed since life first crawled out of the sea. It's not hard to see why. They have lethal weapons at both ends, and their bodies are well armored against predators and the desert heat. All scorpions have pincers at the front and a poisonous sting at the end of their tail. There are nearly 2,000 different species, ranging in size from 9 millimeters to a terrifying 21 centimeters. The scorpion's first trick for surviving the desert is to avoid the heat of the day. They stay safe under rocks and in holes in the sand. As the sun goes down, this primeval hunter comes out. Darkness also provides protection from predators and a feast of nocturnal animals. Scorpions have 6 to 12 eyes, but they don't hunt by sight. They hunt by running, by ambush, and with tiny sensitive hairs. The moment this moth touches one of these, the scorpion strikes and grabs it with her pincers. The tail swings into action and injects the prey with venom. The moth is paralyzed and can be eaten at the scorpion's leisure. Scorpions eat any small creature they can catch, even lizards and mice. Their sting contains 2 venom sacs and a barbed needle. Even their mouths have claw-like structures to break up food ready for digestion. Making new scorpions is a risky business. Males and females get together very carefully. This male has deposited sperm on the ground. He's trying to maneuver the female over the spot without getting stung. Then he backs off quickly to avoid being eaten. It's a lonely life being a scorpion, but it's one that has lasted over 420 million years in the race of life. The supreme desert survivors. They have thick overlapping scales and a sharp sense of smell. Everyone living out here is on alert for one sound. Rattlesnakes can be 2 meters long. They're fast, tough, and deadly venomous. They're one of the top 10 most dangerous snakes in the world. Each fang is connected to a large poison gland behind the jaw. When a rattlesnake bites, the poison glands contract, squeezing venom into the fangs. A banner-tailed kangaroo rat is in the snake's sights. The race of life is on for prey and predator. But the rat has a good chance of winning today. He also has excellent desert survival techniques. If it gets close enough, the snake will smell the rat with its tongue, but it's confused. The rat freezes. The snake can't sense it. The snake moves in. The rat freezes. The snake has lost it again. Then a startling display. The rat seizes the chance to get away. The rattlesnake is still trying to find the rat, but it must go hungry. Finally, the snake has won the duel of the race of life today. Rattlesnakes usually hunt by ambush. The prey is swallowed whole. The snake's strong gastric juices can digest everything, even bones. In the desert, not a scrap of food is wasted. But they do have to fight to survive the king of the African predators. The big male has seen the lion. He is not sure if the lions will attack. But then the giraffes take flight. The race of life is on. Giraffes can run over 50 kilometers an hour. Lions can run at 80. But a well-placed kick to the lion can be a death sentence. If injured, the predator will be unable to hunt and will eventually die. Sometimes a giraffe, weakened by age or injury, will lose. Every day on the African savanna, only the fittest survive the race of life. The mountains of America, Asia, and Europe are home to a giant mammal with a fierce nature. He hunts by day in the forests and rivers. His diet includes meat, berries, nuts, and fish. Full-grown males can reach 750 kilos in weight. They have large teeth and an exceptional sense of smell. Some species come to a special place at a special time every year. Bears. This one has come to the river for an event that tests the athletic skills of predator and prey to their limits. Bears are distantly related to dogs, but they have long bodies, stocky legs, and they're much, much bigger. This river is a major highway for a very special fish. Every year, Pacific salmon race along these waters to breed. They have to leap enormous hurdles and avoid being eaten by bears. These salmon have been at sea for 2 years. Now they're returning upriver to where they were born. This adult grizzly bear has been practicing her fishing techniques for several seasons. Victory. Despite the huge quantity of fish, catching a slippery salmon is a major challenge. The salmon run is at its peak in June and July, the Northern Hemisphere summer. These fish are an essential protein source for the bear and her family. When the weather changes, there will be almost no food around. She needs to eat as much as she can if she's going to live through the long and icy northern winter. This is a race to the death for fish and bear. Only the fastest and strongest salmon will get past the line of bears. And only the bears who pack in lots of protein will be strong enough to survive when the snow closes in. Bears start training to be warriors from almost the day they are born. These two cubs spend most of their waking hours playing. But they are developing the skills they need to be good fighters. They will need to win many fights if they are going to survive as adults. Bears don't just fight for food. They fight to defend territory and to win a mate. They also fight to protect their families. Once the hunter has had his fill, the vultures move in. But vultures are not the only scavengers here. The giraffe carcass attracts hyenas, and they're prepared to fight for their share. They can fly fast and far, and most have no natural predators. The bald eagle, impressive aviator and proficient fisherman. No wonder the bald eagle has been selected as the symbol of the USA. It also helps that he's very handsome. The fastest living animal on Earth is a bird of prey. He can be found from the Arctic to the tropics. This one has a family to feed. The pressure is on to find food fast. The peregrine falcon. He's preparing to take off, always alert. He has 2 hungry mouths waiting. Success. A good hunter will breed strong chicks. Falcons prefer to eat birds. Their wings are custom built for the aerial acrobatics needed to catch them. Farmers' fields are ideal open spaces for hunting. The falcon scans the sky. He's seen something in the distance. Unlike eagles, falcons' wings are slim and sharp-edged. These birds thrive on pure speed. A diving peregrine clocks over 300 kilometers an hour. At top speed, the air pressure could damage the bird's lungs, so they have special bones in their nostrils to break up the airflow. The falcon starts the chase. A rock dove has seen the predator. The falcon hesitates, then in go the wings. He drops into a high-speed dive. He's aiming for the dove's wings. The dove dives too. Got it. After a touch of preparation, the peregrine gets a hearty meal. The rock dove put on a spectacular escape, but this is the day he lost his race of life. Falcons are experts at catching smaller birds in flight. This is how they win their race of life. Kestrels have another amazing ability. They can see ultraviolet light. And this takes our parent to his prey. This mouse marks his trails in the grass with urine. Mouse urine reflects UV light, so the kestrel can see ribbons of rodent trails in the field below. He's got the mouse in his sights. He lines himself up for the strike. He's on target. Kestrel has used all of his talents to win the race of life today. Kestrels can have up to 7 chicks. You would definitely need to be an expert hunter to feed that many hungry mouths. But the chicks are running the race of life even before they leave the nest. At least one of this lot will probably die. As they fight for food, they are fighting for their lives. Chicks that are small or weak will not manage to get any food. It's brutal, but for kestrels, it is the only way to make sure the strongest survive. The bare bones of a dry land are home to a bird closely connected to the dead. It's a bird that will strip a body down to its skeleton, a bird that seeks out carcasses. Its presence is seen as a sign of impending death. The vulture. He's easily recognized by his bald head and sharp, hooked beak. Vultures are birds of prey, but they do not hunt and kill. Their prey is already dead. Vultures feed on the rotting meat of dead animals. Some can smell a carcass from over a kilometer away. They are designed by nature for ripping the flesh from large animals. Surrounded by death, the vulture runs his race of life. As well as the distinctive head, vultures have long, broad wings and strong, sharp talons. The vulture's race of life is against his companions and other predators. If there's food lying around, it's not so easy to just turn up and take it. If you're a smart vulture, you can be at the right place at the right time. Beaches used by turtles for breeding are a bonanza for vultures. A beach is covered with turtle nests and the bodies of exhausted female turtles. This is the time for throwing out the rule book and eating living food. Turtle eggs and even newly hatched turtle young are on the menu for the vultures dining here. But word has got around, and the competition for food is tough. The best place to be a vulture is where lots of large animals are likely to die. The African savanna, where the largest herds on Earth move across the plains in their search for food. And home to hundreds of hungry predators. Every day, countless of large animals are hunted and killed by lions, leopards, cheetahs, and crocodiles. Once the hunter has had his fill, the vultures move in. But vultures are not the only scavengers here. The giraffe carcass attracts hyenas, and they're prepared to fight for their share. Today, it looks as though there's enough meat for everyone, so the competing scavengers are calm. The vulture's bald head is convenient for digging into carcasses. but it also helps to keep their blood cool in the hot African sun. Despite their ugly reputation, these vultures are providing a vital service. By eating away any rotting meat, they are keeping the grasslands clean and free of disease. This wildebeest has lost his race of life, probably to a lion. He doesn't know it, but he's helping the vultures win their race.